Hi, welcome to Designing for the Web and the Creative Process. This is the Blackboard course. This is the page that you will be landing on when you first open it. It's the announcements page. On the announcements page will be announcements, but also it tells you the first announcement is how to get started in this course. First, you're going to go over here to the left to Getting Started. And then we're going to start with Module 1. Let's check out Getting Started. Here on the Getting Started page, you'll see you have access to the syllabus. There is a discussion board, and it tells you to go ahead and start your creative process journaling blog. The syllabus, Designing for the Web and the Creative Process, outlines the course. My information is on the left. The course overview explains that you're going to learn to effectively communicate to your target audience through online mediums, develop your communication skills through creative exercises and peer feedback, foster your own creativity, as well as being able to conceptualize ways to form your own creative process in the workflow. It's important to work with a group to learn how to work within a team. You will learn how to apply concepts in storytelling, creative development, and collaboration to web design. Here are a list of required texts. The first one is a short collection of essays by creative folks that will inspire you to develop your own creativity. The other things listed here have to do with the basics of web design. Then I have a couple of helpful links and links that you should bookmark for professional reference. In the course schedule here, there are 5 modules broken down into a 12-week semester. Most modules have 2 weeks, but Module 2, covering HTML, has 4 weeks. Module 1 covers getting to know the web and crafting your place within it. And you're going to start your creative journaling blog, gather your media assets, and learn how to storyboard. Module 2 covers HTML, which is the structure of the website. So in those 4 weeks, you'll be learning about the code that's called HTML5. And we're going to be thinking of some out-of-the-box ways to design the website. We're going to be discussing design elements such as space, line, color, and rhythm. And in Module 3, we'll be talking about the language called CSS, which styles the website. We're going to be exploring layout, color scheme, and fonts. And in Module 4, we will talk about JavaScript, which adds interactivity to your website. And Module 5 is all about web graphics. And we will be finishing up our semester with Module 5. Every class period, there will be a quiz. These will just have pass or fail and count towards your participation grade. The purpose of these quizzes is just to keep you on top of the readings. The homework policy and the final project is explained here in depth. Okay, back to the course. So on the Getting Started tab, we have a link here to the discussion board. If we open up the discussion board, you'll see there are a couple of posts already. The first thing that you want to do is go to the first discussion board post, and you're going to do this the first day of class, and introduce yourself as a reply to this discussion board post. Peer interaction is really important in this class. It is an important part of developing your creative process. So we will be using this discussion board. You can also find it under discussions on the left-hand side. Let's go back to getting started. Each week, you're going to visit that discussion board and make some entries. In addition to, and as part of the discussion board, you're going to create a creative processing journaling blog. Here is a link to mine. I used a Tumblr. I wanted to experiment with Tumblr. I had never used it, so that's why I used Tumblr. In my course, I give step-by-step instructions on how to use WordPress. I recommend WordPress. You can use whatever free, easy to use online platform you would like. There are many, many to choose from. So this is going to be public, but it is going to be journaling. So as you can see, I put like a song on here and a quote. And I would like you to go to my journaling blog as well as your peers and respond. So who is your target audience? Create a mood board. So on your journaling blog, you're going to answer these questions, which you will find in our weekly content. Okay. Hit the back button there. All right, so the very first week, you're going to introduce yourself, create a journaling blog, and go over the syllabus. The first week we're going to be talking about Module 1, which covers week 1 and 2. And in each module, there's a folder for each week. There are 12 weeks in a semester, so there's a place to submit your assignments as well as materials. In week 1, here are some step-by-step instructions that I have made on how to create a WordPress website from scratch for free. Under week 2, modules. Not sure what happened to week 2 there. Okay. Week 2, we're going to be talking about storytelling concepts and storyboarding for your website. And you're going to create a storyboard and submit it under week 2. Module 2 covers weeks 3 through 6. As you can see, there's a folder for each week, which has your materials and your submission portal for each week. Week 3, we'll be talking about wireframes, which is just the next step in storyboarding for the web. I have some examples of my own wireframes in there, and a link to the website that I used the wireframes for. So, as you can see, each week I just have a list of exercises, and sometimes there are several links. Sometimes there are not. My dog is breathing heavy in the background. Week 6 has just a couple of assignments listed and a link. Week 7, so this is Module 3. In Module 3, we're going to be talking about layout, color scheme, and fonts, and here are some extra links here. Some other people's blogs and websites that discuss psychology of color to increase website conversion. So like, what color should you use to get people to click? Those are things that you should consider when designing a website, if you can. Week 8, we're going to be talking about fonts. You could teach a whole course on fonts. So there's a lot of information here, as well as in these texts, and you're going to have an assignment. Let's see. So we're up to Module 4. Module 4, Week 9. JavaScript is the topic for Module 4, and this is a primer, a cheat sheet. You can use JavaScript without fully knowing JavaScript, so that gives you some hints, shortcuts, and an article on how to make your website more interactive. Responsive web design is the topic for Week 10. So that's what these readings are about. Week 10 is getting awfully close to the end of the semester. We just have one more module left, which covers 2 weeks, weeks 11 and weeks 12. Week 11, we're going to be talking about optimizing your site for search engines. So you would have built your site by the time you get to week 11. You will have fine-tuned most of the details, but you want to make sure that your website can be found through a Google search. So weeks 11 and 12, we talk about search engine optimization. And that concludes the course. So I hope this was instructional on how to use this course, and thank you.